Welcome back, everyone. So first, quick update on the last game. And since we actually, as it turned out, were already in timeout, we have a time limit here, so it doesn't take all night. And it was actually already in timeout when the disconnect happened. So we decided to count this as a tie, because it was also both players were at the same amount of prizes.
Yeah, quite the letdown, unfortunately, but I guess a time is a decent solution. I definitely hope to take that game. That Pablo after that first game was really rough, but well, I hope you enjoyed it anyways. I think my deck, at least in game 2 and 3, it ran pretty nice, so it was cool. I mean, his deck also didn't run very well game 2, so game 3 was basically the only game where both of us got a solid setup, and it ended that way, which sucks. But anyways, we have 3 more games for you.
Two more.
2 more, sorry. Yeah. 2 more exciting rounds, and we will have Jesper versus Pablo now.
Yeah, and first of all, before we go into the round, we do another reminder that we are giving away some stuff like these Ultra Pro binders, which has the new Zacian, for example.
Yeah.
And also PCA, where you can win graded cards, not with Pikachu, but it will look a bit like this.
Yeah, personally I think those PCA cards are really amazing. I really like them. And yeah, they will come graded, so you not only get a great GX Pokemon and another cool card, but also it's gonna be sealed for eternity and graded, so yeah. You can keep it and show it like your grandkids one day. So yeah, just type !PCA in chat or !Ultra Pro and fill out the survey from Google, and you will have the opportunity to win something great.
Alright, then let's get into the game. Yeah, this time we have Jesper, who's playing Mewtwo, but not Welder Mewtwo, we've seen for most of the season, but the new Mewtwo version, Malamar Mewtwo.
It's pretty new in the meta. Game popped up at the end of last form. It already made finals in Sao Paulo regionals in a similar build, but yeah, it's mainly a deck that came to us from Japan, and it's really getting strong in this set since it got the amazing combination when going second. You can use Gengar Mimikyu's GX attack on turn 1, and then on turn 2 you can use Marnie and the attack of Trevenant Dusknoir, putting your opponent to 2 cards before he even had the chance to play a supporter card. So very oppressive strategy, and yeah, we will see if it works out as intended for Jesper here. And on the other side,
it's not a new deck really, because it was all the Pokemon in there basically have been around already in the last format, but it feels like a new deck, right? Because it hasn't really been seen.
Yeah, it hasn't been played in this combination, so it's like a new combination of old cards.
And on Pablo's side,
with a very powerful strategy.
We see an actual new deck, because he's playing Obstagoon, which only plays new Pokemon basically. Yeah.
And yeah, this Obstagoon deck, of course, is kind of it's not really a control deck, right? It's more like a wall deck or something like that. It's the stage 2 has the amazing attack that can't get damaged by basic Pokemon. We're also doing 90 damage, which is reasonable enough. Also, Zigzagoon and Obstagoon have great abilities to deal extra damage, like you're seeing now. It was 10 damage on the Inkay. And yeah, so of course, the greatest thing about this deck is, of course, Obstagoon's attack, which is amazing against all the tag teams, which are pretty much dominating the format. And yeah, Jesper's playing mainly tag team attackers, so it will be interesting to see if he can manage to deal with Obstagoons.
Yeah, and looking at those hands from Pablo, it looks like he's very Obstagoon focused. There's lists that play more of a Sableye deck with Obstagoon for the damage counters, and then maybe sometimes you attack with it as well if the opponent plays a basic deck. But this looks very Obstagoon heavy, he just wants to 90 every turn and be safe from basic Pokemon.
And yeah, it's already looking pretty decent for him. He has 2 Zigzagoon down, he has Jirachi in his skateboard, he has another Jirachi in his hand, which he will probably want to put down. And yeah, it's looking already pretty solid for him. He has the stage 1 to follow up for the next one. He has Candy and Obstagoon as well. He also already got an energy, so that's also great. And he didn't put down his
actually
second Jirachi.
he drew a Poi. That's an interesting card in this deck.
Yeah, Purple is very interesting. Like we've seen some of these decks playing Ditto Prism Star to evolve into Neganadel to have an out against Obstagoon decks and to maybe have some additional options. Jesper seems to have gone even more hardcore, opting to put on not just the Ditto Prism Star, but directly the Purple, so he can grab it with Mysterious Treasure. And yeah, I guess it also adds the option to like attack with Neganadel against other decks. So, because just taking knockouts on 2 tag teams is pretty easy for most decks.
Yeah.
And this way he can like use Neganadel.
And it gives the deck another 2-prizer, where you just don't immediately lose when 2 of your Pokemon get knocked out.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You get a great 2-prizer, can snipe a Dedenne or something like that without putting down a tag team and risking to lose the game right away. And yeah, it's not looking too great for Jesper 4. He doesn't have much going. However, he has a Malamar and he now has a Treasure, so he probably wants to get... oh yeah, he doesn't have a switching card and already played a Supporter, so he can't use his GX attack this turn, so not going too great.
In his active, we see the Fion, which is a really good card against Obstagoon. So obviously you can just push out the Obstagoon out of the active, and then you can attack whatever the new active is. So yeah, it doesn't help if there's only a single Obstagoon in play, but it helps in basically every other situation.
Exactly. Also, you can like switch your opponent's Pokemon out, and then you can snipe something on the bench. Like if you use Mewtwo, for example, to copy Neganadal's attack, you can switch out for Obstagoon with Fion and then snipe it, or you can just take a knockout. So it's very useful in almost every matchup. Like it's easily searchable and it gives you a lot of options. We've seen like in the Bochum regional stream, if you followed that, Todd Radcliffe played with Fion, and he used it pretty extensively in his games to play around stuff like Dolls, etc., etc.
Yeah, I really like Fion.
Yeah.
Again, with old Mewtwo decks, you could. It has a lot of utility, and also it also keeps you from decking out, which is really cool.
Also, interestingly, Jesper's playing Aurora Energies. We haven't seen yet why he's playing them, what he wants to attack with, but it's an easily splashable energy in the stacks, and since your Malamars are recycling the same psychic energies over and over again, you don't need that many psychic energies, and then you can use Aurora energies for interesting attacks and all kind of situations.
I think he just plays situations. Oh no, I think he actually plays 2 Aurora energy. Yeah. And most of his attacks are psychic, but he has the Ultra Necrozma, I believe, and yeah, so he only has those 2 Aurora energies to attack with Ultra Necrozma, and that's his out for big damage. Other lists may play Dragonite. He's probably not playing Dragonite if he plays Ultra Necrozma. But yeah, I think I saw Ultra Necrozma.
So pretty nice for Pablo is that he got the Mew down, so it prevents Jesper's Neganadel snipe. He also got like his Obstagoon, he got the Stage 1, I don't remember his name again exactly because it doesn't end with Goon, like Linnoon or something like that, or Linnoon. So I can never remember its name because it isn't like Zigzagoon, Obstagoon, and another Goon. But well, anyways, with the Mew, like he has already quite a decent setup, and with the Mew he prevents Jesper from sniping them right away with the Neganadel. He also has all these Pokédoll to hide behind. Interesting thing we just saw was the Marnie from Pablo actually helped Jesper, since Jesper had a pretty bad hand. Now got an extra card thanks to it. So,
he has this Neganadel GX, right?
Yeah, at least he also got a Marnie, so like it wasn't like a dead hand. It just wasn't amazing. And yeah, Pablo going ahead aggressively.
So knocking out the Fion, which Jesper would have really liked to keep the Fion.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess he rather wanted to sacrifice a Fion than an NK.
And okay, Jesper also playing the Ditto. And yeah, he's playing Ultra Necrozma, so that's probably why he has Aurora energies in his deck.
Now his Neganadel is the only way he can do anything now. Just he needs Neganadel GX, and then he can KO the Obstagoon.
Yeah, the 10 damage on the Jirachi is also coming in handy. So he can later on use the GX attack of Ultra Necrozma to like take
True.
2 prizes on the Mew and the Jirachi, so that might come in handy.
Oh, yeah, and also knock up the Pokédoll in the process, maybe if it's still
Yeah.
on the board then.
Also, does Jesper play Giratina?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, so he can also like use the ability to put 10 damage on the other Jirachi and even draw 3
And he
prizes.
actually drew everything he needed for the Naganadel attack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is really good for Jesper. And oh, Jesper's even playing Ordinary Rod, which is also pretty interesting. I mean, one of the big issues this deck has is that like you play Professor's Research and Dedenne is kind of your main engine to draw. You also have Marnie, but it's more like a disruption thing. So sometimes you run into awkward hands where you discard like 2 Malamar, and it's really painful. And yeah, when Ordinary Rod can come in very handy.
I've played a few games with the deck, and I've like definitely lost at least once because I just like I priced my second Mewtwo, and then I didn't have another one. But I don't know if I would like put in an Ordinary Rod. Like, the deck doesn't need that many Malamar, so even if 1 or 2 get KO'd, you should probably be fine. But yeah, it's like a card that sometimes it's good, other times it's just like it is nothing.
Actually, Pablo has everything he needs with the Rosa. He can pick up Eviltal GX if he's playing that. And then he can use Zigzagoon, retreat his... he can put down Eviltal, retreat into Doll, remove Doll to send up Eviltal, and then he can use Zigzagoon to put 10 damage on the Naganadel and take the knockout with Eviltal GX. Would be pretty good for him right now. So Rosa, again, great great card. And yeah, he probably plays Eviltal, right? Just such a strong option to take a knockout for 1 energy on anything for just 4 damage counters, and it's so easy for the Obstagoon deck to put 4 damage counters on something.
Yeah, this looks like a pretty Obstagoon, like straight Obstagoon deck. Not sure if he even plays anything else.
Yeah, but like the one of Eviltal, I think that's
maybe.
just like too strong of an option to not play. Like some people are debating whether or not to play Sableye as an additional attacker since it needs 2 energies, but the Eviltal is just 1 energy, and and there we see it.
Yeah, probably too good of an option not to play.
Yeah. So yeah, now he can retreat into the Doll, promote Eviltal, get a Zigzagoon, and he will have a return knockout.
Rosa is such a good card, he just get everything.
Yeah. I mean, in this particular situation, he neither needed the energy nor the trainer, but it's of course really nice to get them anyways, to have them for next turn, and he also got the Pokemon he really needed, so yeah. Rosa, one of the best supporters out there, and especially for those 1 prizer decks where you get lots of opportunities to use her, she's just amazing. And yeah, Jesper still in a rough spot, even though he got basically everything he needed after his rough opening. Pablo managed to managed to bounce back, and we will see if Jesper. However, Jesper's Ordinary Rod coming in really handy right now.
Yeah, he can get back and again and Fion.
Yeah, or
really
like
nice.
Naganadel and the Purple.
At this point, he doesn't really need Naganadel anymore that much, because like Fion can allow him to take the rest of the prizes, probably.
Yeah, I guess he also like with Fion he can take a lot of prizes, and then there's also the GX attack, which can get him like 3 prizes or maybe even 4.
And if he gets a Mewtwo with 3 energy, he can KO the Eviltal this turn. So then he would only need 3 more prizes.
Oh yeah, true. Actually, Mewtwo with 2 energies even enough if he uses Gengar, if he uses Poltergeist. I mean, it's of course risky.
It's risky,
yeah, with 6 cards,
super risky.
It's definitely not guaranteed.
But he knows about the Marnie, right?
Yeah, so he knows there's at least 1 trainer, so it basically has to be 3 out of 5 trainers. And as we know, it's 4 out of 5, so... And yeah, but Jesper, no switching card yet.
He needs to play the Marnie, and then the Gengar option isn't really that appealing anymore.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so another drawback of Marnie. Always ups and downs with these cards. Like, I definitely did like Judge a lot, but I'm not sure about Marnie yet. I think she seems pretty good on paper. Pretty useful, but not like super amazing. And yeah, now we see what Jesper goes for. He had to discard a second Aurora energy, so he only plays 2, right? So that means that...
Yeah. Ultra's not an
Yeah,
option.
okay.
no. So he can just use Mewtwo's Jig's attack freely.
Yes. Yeah,
But
that
he
would
doesn't
at
have
least-
bench space for Fion anymore right now. Or for an Ganondorf, so he won't be able to deal with Obstagoon. if it
Also, he doesn't
attacks.
have Gengar in his discard pile.
Yeah.
Also, he didn't get an energy. So...
Otherwise, he could have attacked with just Psychic Recharge twice and attack with Mewtwo's Jig's attack for the KO.
Yeah.
But yeah, he will have. He won't be really able to deal with Obstagoon with this board. He will have to wait for something to get KO'd. I guess he wants to sacrifice a Dedenne.
I mean, he can also attack with Malamar. Once he currently has 2 Malamar and an Inkai in play, so he can attack with a Malamar, deal 60. But yeah, for now he's putting up Dedenne. Can't attack anyways, so...
But at least for Jesper, Pablo won't be able to attack with Obstagoon. Yeah, he just does Evil Tile. But next turn, Obstagoon is an option.
Yeah.
This is an
Of
awkward
course-
position with a double
Yeah.
Dedenne and triple Malamar.
Yeah,
S-
usually...
Just one bench slot for anything else.
Yeah, from my experience with the deck, you never want to put down more than 2 Inkay or Malamar, since your board gets really clunky afterwards. Especially if you have to use double Dedenne, which happens quite often. And yeah, so Nightwatch currently would be very strong. Of course Pablo still has Jirachis afterwards, but removing 2 cards from your opponent's hand when he only has 4 is pretty amazing. And
Yeah, so I think Jig's is the only
Yeah.
option to actually get the knockout here.
yeah, but I mean, he doesn't
Does he want it? Yeah.
have to one-shot it, does he?
But if he doesn't, he will probably never take those prizes.
He has great catch,
Well,
right?
yeah,
Or did he
probably.
just discard? No, he has great
Probably
catch.
has at least one, right? Okay, he goes for Nightwatch. Yeah, in this position, in this really awkward position, probably just hopes that Pablo doesn't have anything and that double Nightwatch gets him hit the KO and
Yeah,
then
also the GX
makes the Obstagoon not
Yeah,
an option.
GX attack is also pretty valuable. Did he shuffle back Naganadel with his ordinary rod? He probably
Yeah, he has
did.
again.
Yeah, okay, so the GX attack's pretty valuable, so you can prevent Obstagoon from taking a knockout on Ditto Prism Star, so you can just put on Ditto. And then GX, so he can't catch it or use abilities, since he can't play any cards. So then you can guaranteed evolve it next turn.
True. But for that you also need Mewtwo, so you still need to get rid of something else. from the
Yeah,
bench.
true. That for sure. I guess he can also once Pablo starts attacking with Obstagoon again, he can Jesper can start using Hypnosis. Seems
True.
like a pretty easy sack. Might
Yeah.
even get him.
Yeah, Hypnosis isn't actually too bad of an out. Pablo plays Jirachi Engine, so probably has switches, but yeah, still not bad.
Yeah, it has decent odds of doing something useful.
Yeah, he doesn't even need to protect Ditto because he has Purple anyway, and that can't be knocked out.
At least not that easily.
Yeah.
Can still
We didn't
guess
see any
it has,
custom catches or catches.
Yeah,
right?
also it has 70, right? So
Yeah.
Pablo would need two more bench spots, which he doesn't have.
I think just taking the KO and Evil Tahi is fine, and then afterwards you go into the Inkay.
Yeah. So also puts Pablo to 2 cards only. Once again, Marnie actually helping the opponent more than it hurts him.
Here was just like a bad draw supporter for Jesper.
But
Marnie in this deck generally is
yeah,
probably
it's
still good.
definitely
It's the
amazing.
Nightwatch Marnie combo is really disruptive.
Yeah, also the nice thing about kind of nice about Marnie is that she doesn't shuffle the deck. So it not only takes less time when like a usual shuffle supporter like Cynthia, but also you are guaranteed to not see the same cards again. So it's kind of like a mini Sycamore, which can be pretty nice.
Like in theory, you still have to shuffle your hand and like offer a card and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I personally wouldn't cut the hand of my opponent
Yeah, me neither.
after Marnie because like, I mean, except if it's like, I don't know, one card left in deck, so he draws the same cards again, but
Yeah, it's a cool, unique effect that they did that with Marnie.
yeah,
Also
I
makes
really
a combo
like
with Oranguru and other cards.
yes. I like it a lot for sure.
Yeah.
Also makes it just more. Also makes it more strategic, like which way you like sequence your cards, etc. If you want to have your deck shuffled, or if you don't want it to have shuffled, stuff like that. And yeah, so now Pablo's going back into Obstagoon with a pretty useless hand right now. So just attacking with Ink is probably be the best thing Jesper can do right now.
Hypnosis. What kind of annoying is that there's a balloon on this Inkay, right?
Yeah, but
So
he doesn't mind too much, I guess.
And he doesn't really want to give up a balloon, but then he also has the Dedenne with energy, which is also free treater at this point.
Yeah,
So it's
so
okay.
he doesn't mind too much right now. And it looks like he's instead opting to attack with Malamar, which is pretty decent as well.
So once again we see big jumps.
And yeah, this time it's very useful actually, since Malamar of Big Jump will survive a hit.
But he's not even able to attack this turn.
Yeah, he could retreat and then switch.
Yeah, okay. Goes for Marnie instead. Now Marnie again helping Pablo so much.
Yeah, actually his hand was absolutely dead.
God, I hate
Jesper's Marnies have been so good for Pablo.
And he draws Candy Obstacle. Oh my god, Marnie is such a bad card. Honestly. It might not be the most representative, but oh my god.
Yeah, today it definitely didn't get a particularly good chance to shine. And yeah.
And like in this board, like with how this turned out, like the simple hypnosis would have been much better, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like now he just, with this. I mean, Jesper's hand is still fine, but he loses the Malamar, and that sucks.
Yeah, because especially Naganadel needs 4 energy to attack. It's not that easy.
Yeah. And he will. Yeah, also Pablo just needs a catcher to win the game.
True.
And yeah, now he also has an energy for Obstagoon, so it's looking really good for him. He can like evolve into Obstagoon, attach an energy, take the knockout on the Malamar. And then he can just attack. And he has Jirachis afterwards to find Great Catcher.
Yeah, it's Jesper could heal with a Jig's attack, while also charging, while putting Purple down. Oh, actually, there's a Mimikyu.
Oh, yeah, true. But Mimikyu is actually.
But he can still Jigs.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
and heal, but Mimikyu is super annoying.
And he doesn't really want to attack with a Mewtwo right now. So
except maybe for healing, right?
Yeah, but for that the Mimikyu doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So.
But like generally, there's Mimikyu, so it's good to know.
Yeah.
Mimikyu makes sense in a deck that just spreads damage everywhere. So
for sure.
I definitely would have expected Mimikyu to show up here.
For sure. However, it's a stage 2 deck, so it's usually really hard to make space for anything. But yeah, Mimikyu is a 1-card tech that can have a huge impact. And yeah, Jesper just concedes the game. And yeah, Obstagoon taking a pretty convincing win over Jesper, even though
Jesper was just kind of out of everything, but like the board situation didn't look that bad for Jesper. It's just like his deck and hand were not great.
Yeah, but I mean, Pablo was like 1 rosa of winning anyways at any point, and Jesper couldn't do anything currently.
I mean, the Mewtwo still had like over 100 something HP left. Right? Obstagoon doesn't want to KO that.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
like
okay,
the boss state
actually.
was fine for Jesper, I honestly think.
Yeah, but attacking with a Malamar
Um,
definitely got punished
yeah, that didn't really do anything.
for charm.
I think just setting up the like either hoping the hypnosis hits or setting up Naganadel when if NK dies, it's like better way of dealing with Obstagoon than attacking with Malamar.
Yeah, probably. But well, and Jesper opting to go first, which is interesting.
Nice first time.
And yeah, he
Oof.
just straight passes,
Yeah,
which
Thunder's
is
was
why.
awkward.
Yeah, but like this deck, usually a deck that definitely wants to go second, since you have this really annoying combination of Gengar, Marnie, and Trevenant you can go for. So it's very surprising that Jesper opted to go first, actually.
Hmm.
Especially against something like a stage 2 deck. Can be
And if you go
really.
first and get Inkay, you can like turn to Nightwatch, which is
Yeah,
scary
but
for
it's
any
it's
deck.
very unlikely for. And yeah, now Pablo can do stuff like. Yeah, now he got supporters. He gets to set up a spot. He can maybe find Jirachis. And yeah, now it's already looking really bad for Jesper. Since. Yeah, I mean. What's he supposed to do? He can't even attack. Doesn't even find an energy.
I mean, it's like the one thing I hate most about playing Mewtwo decks, just dealing with Mimikyus. Like, it's not impossible, but it's so annoying. It just makes me not want to play the game. Like, playing with against the deck with Mimikyu.
Yeah, yesterday when I tested my deck for this tournament, I played against Jens online who played Mewtwo, and he just priced his hood, and I put damage on his Mewtwo, and he was like, well, scoop. Yeah, well, it was really funny. So, like, Mimikyu can win you games so easily on its own. It can be so annoying. And, yeah, Jesper now setting up Gengar, which is not his preferred way of doing this. And, yeah, the Evil Type GX also was really impactful last game, since it allowed Pablo to get rid of Naganadel immediately. Now, opening it is, of course, not optimal. And if Jesper can get rid of it soon, then that would be pretty good for him. Since Pablo probably plays Ordinary Rod, but still, if it's knocked out, it's not very easy to find it again. But yeah, now Pablo already has an Obstagoon, so it's looking really good for him.
And Gengar is also like just weak to dark, so it's
yeah, that's definitely not optimal. And Pablo got an Obstagoon right away, got 30 damage on the.
That's not
on
something
the
you want to
Paul.
like use to sponge damage or anything.
Yeah. And yeah, it's looking really awkward for Jesper, for sure. Meanwhile, you could say, like, of course, I mean, he's playing a stage 1 deck, but on the other side, Pablo is playing a stage 2 deck, and it's going quite decent for him. Didn't really have any big issues with
I mean,
his
a deck
stage
with
2s.
Rosa always sets up, right?
Yeah, I
It's
guess.
just that Rosa makes stage 2s consistent in my.
Yeah, Rosa's. Yeah, one prize of stage 2 is so good.
I mean,
Only issue is
here he didn't use Rosa, but still, like, if you don't need Rosa, you are probably in a good position.
Yeah, if it wasn't for ADP, Rosa would probably make one prize decks really good.
Yeah, ADP
But
is
it's
really good at gatekeeping those.
Yes, for sure. Well, now Jesper at least gets a treasure, so he can pick up a Malamar probably, or the Naganadel, depending on what he wants. But like the Naganadel is not even close to getting going. But he's probably scared of losing it to another rare candy. And goes for another prof research. Not the greatest hand once
Just
again.
one energy.
But
Like, he
at
only plays 7 basic energy and no way to search them, right?
Yeah,
so it's not.
also,
It shouldn't be easy to find them.
yeah, it's also not terrible. I mean, he got another Inkay, so that's decent. He got an energy, and he has a follow-up supporter, so it's not looking too bad. However, with Gengar and the active not doing anything, it's definitely not nice for him.
Yeah.
His Mewtwo being basically useless at this point.
Yeah, I guess in this matchup makes sense to just maybe not use Mewtwo at all. But he
Perhaps.
started with it, right? So he didn't have
Yeah.
a choice.
Also, like your other tag teams have darkness, weak to darkness, which is
Just
both Trevenant
play
and
straight
Gengar.
and again at Malamar.
I don't know. I think just going for Mewtwo in the early game is still correct. Maybe this deck should play like a Stealthy Hood because dealing with Mimikyu, it can be really, really annoying.
Yeah, like a Mewtwo deck with Stealthy Hood is weird.
I mean, you do have other attackers, but
Mimikyu
just-
isn't like uncommon, right?
yeah, you do
A
have
lot of
other
decks play Mimikyu.
you do have other attackers, but it still makes your strategy so much worse. Like even the winning list from the last Champions League played Mimikyu in Pika deck. So
I mean, last format there
could
was
be.
basically only Malamar that played Mimikyu, and still made me want to play double Stealthy Hood and Mewtwo. Because it was just
Yeah.
so annoying to deal with otherwise.
And yeah, Pablo going ahead, burning his GX attack to take a knockout on the Gengar. Going down to 3 prizes. Okay, it's the first knockout. And yeah.
I mean, not like he really needs his Jigs attack.
Yeah, however, it's pretty useful to get rid of his Neganadel.
Yeah.
So
true.
now if Jesper... I mean, Jesper doesn't really have too great of an answer to this. He can find like Mewtwo and attack with Poltergeist for the knockout if he gets like double Malamar, but he
Marnie
would...
he needs to play
he
Marnie.
needs, yeah, he would need so
Yeah.
much. Can't use the Dana because his board so awkward, and it's just definitely not looking good at all. Can't. Yeah, I mean he cannot even deal with this evil type.
Yeah, Psychic Mewtwo is just kind of missing a good attack for free energy sometimes, I think. Like Nightmare is like a decent attack, but it doesn't KO anything. Like anything that gives up more than one prize. And sometimes like Nightmare isn't that scary. If you just get you get 2 cards away, but then you're not getting KO'd.
Yeah, but Jesper's biggest problem right now is probably the Mimikyu. If he could
Yeah.
just attack with his Mewtwo, that would already be much better
Yeah, no, it's
than what
he plays
he's
with 4
facing
bench
now.
slots basically, and Didenne already down.
Yeah.
Mimikyu is just such a headache. And with Mew makes it impossible to like do anything against it. So.
Yeah. Also, yeah, Jesper, as he's pointing out, he didn't draw too many energies. Only has for a single energy on the Nagana Idol.
I mean, I would play at least 10 Psychic Energy in the Malamar deck. He plays 7.
Yeah, the Aurora energy. However, he didn't draw his Aurora energies
Yeah.
either, but yeah, they make
Definitely like
make it much more awkward.
under. Like it's. Like this deck's kind of underperforming right now, probably.
Yeah, it could be like just also like going first was already pretty questionable from Jesper. I think definitely you usually want to go second to just be like maximum disruptive in the early game. But yeah, Jesper opted to go first, which was already awkward, but then he didn't get anything off it. And yeah, so Pablo was just in a really commanding position from the beginning. And Jesper didn't manage to get any follow-up. Even for the pressure Pablo's applying is like pretty low. Like half his turns he attacked with Evil Tile for 20. So like he used that attack 3 times now. And then once the GX attack, so...
I think we've seen in many matches today that like board position is much more important sometimes than just like damage.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
for example in the match where Nico played against Ada, like Ada also didn't do anything. Like, he basically didn't attack. He did like 60 a turn, but Nico was in such an awkward board position that he just like had to scoop after just like he didn't even dead draw anything. He played Sycamore after Sycamore, but still, that just didn't help him enough.
And yeah, Jesper not really in any danger to lose very soon, but he just couldn't do much. Like he just didn't get his
Too
setup
annoyed
at
by
all.
Mimikyu probably. He just doesn't want to deal with it anymore.
Yeah, also he still didn't get any energies. He wasn't even close to attacking. He didn't even know what to attack with. Like there was this Evil Tile dealing 20 damage, and Jesper had no way of dealing with it. He had nothing to attack it.
And he could have gone for
And-
Mewtwo GX maybe.
Yeah, I guess that would have been his
It's
best
one
line of
KO and
his
kills
best line of
him,
play to like get
maybe.
Mewtwo's GX attack at some point, and then
Like, he doesn't even need to heal just 200, because
But-
afterwards the Mewtwo will be useless anyway.
yeah, but he had like 1 energy so far, so
But Jesper also has 1 Malolana, I think, so he could maybe just like attack with Mewtwo, heal, then get the damage, then Malolana, bait back, something like that.
well, anyways.
But yeah, the straws just didn't cooperate.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
just went
matchup
really
looked a bit
awkward for him.
awkward as well.
Yeah,
He has an Gannett lesson out against Obstagoon, but
he
still,
had-
like, rest of his deck, it doesn't do that
he had
much.
decent outs against Obstagoon, but he didn't have outs to Mimikyu, which made it so much harder for him to set up. And his deck just didn't function at all. Like, I think if he just went second, got the turn 1 GX attack with Gengar, didn't get Mimikyu right away since Pablo didn't get supporter, and then he could, like, Marnie, Night Sword, get going. Of course, like, playing more basic energy would definitely help in doing that. But still, if he had gotten that, we could have looked at a much different game where Jesper might have been like 2-3 prizes up, and then he would have still had time to like set up his Nail in the bag and have answers.
Yeah, like, thinking about it a bit, like, Jesper's deck should be fine in the matchup, probably.
Yeah, I think with a decent start, going second, this should look pretty solid. But it just didn't work out at all for him. And yeah, Pablo got a pretty commanding 2-0 victory with one of the new archetypes that came out of his deck. Obstagoon definitely something to look out for. And yeah, we'll go to a break, and then we will have our final round to decide the winner of this of this match. Since currently it's 2-1, right? So the final game will be deciding, and let's hope it doesn't end in a tie again.